Okay, good day and welcome back to the Shaking Family on our weight loss journey on day 53. So today we're just going to answer some questions that were asked in comments in the last few videos, and one of them was, if you knew then when you started this journey, if you knew then what you know now, what if anything would you do differently? So I don't think I personally would do anything differently. I'll just say just keep it simple. Don't stress over anything. You know, just have your 2 shakes and your 1 meal and your snacks, and watch your calorie count.
If you're counting calories.
Well, that's the ideal way, is to count calories, so you know, because if you work out your BMR and your BMI and all of those numbers, and your BMR will tell you what your BMR is basic metabolic rate, which means what your body needs just to survive without doing anything if you were just in a comatose state. And if you work that out, which there's plenty of calculators on the, you just Google BMR calculator, put in your height, weight, age, all of that stuff, it'll give you your BMR, and if you go at least 500 to 1,000 calories below that, you've got to lose weight, because you're taking in less than what your body needs to just tick over in a comatose state. So it'll then start using the reserve that we have, and you lose weight. You have to, there's no option. So yeah, I'd just say keep it simple. Don't hassle over things. Work out your BMR and count your calories. My Fitness Pal is so easy. You just scan barcodes or do a search, and yeah, I don't even stress too much over that. If we're having boerewors, I'm typing boerewors and I choose one that's sort of mid-range in the calorie count, because they vary quite substantially. So yeah, as long as so for my personal weight loss, I'm consuming anywhere between 1,200 and 1,600 calories per day. I'll try to stay on below 1,500, but if it goes a little bit above, so what? You too?
Well, if I had to do it differently, and if I had the money, I would go lipos. Have gone to a cosmetic surgeon and done liposuction.
You would need more than liposuction.
No, but that's...
Then you need all the tucks and the pulls and the stretches.
Yeah, with everything that goes with it. I would have done all that. But obviously with not having the money to go that option, and I definitely wouldn't go to Bali to have any surgery done. That's one option I would never do. So I wouldn't trust them over there, because I've heard of botched surgeries over there.
You can get it here too.
Yeah, but more so over there than...
But I just look at it that I put this on naturally, I'll have to be able to take it off naturally.
But I'm happy with 1 shake a day, and the snacks and my 1 meal. And normally what happens with my meal, I normally split it into 2, so I have it for lunch and my dinner. Because I can't finish my meal all at once normally at lunchtime, or whether we have it at dinner time. So, but this is a cheaper option. Like today I've got strawberry chocolate mixed with the greens and a handful of mixed berries, in frozen mixed berries with my shake.
I wouldn't mind if we could do the dinner kits.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, do you see what you pay for them?
Yeah, it's if you
$10 plus a meal.
if you had the money to go like Marley Spoon or
Yeah, $10 plus a meal.
if you could go what's that other one?
There's HelloFresh. There's Everyday. There's.
Hello Fresh, you still got to cook. They just supply the ingredients and the recipes.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, but they supply the recipe, they supply everything, then it saves you buying everything.
You're still buying it. You're buying it from them. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but the thing with that, it saves you buying temptation.
Buy online.
And then there's Light and Easy, which is another option.
That's a whole different weight loss thing, though.
Now, I have been seeing there's been a few comments on the prepared meals like My Muscle Chef, U Foods,
Light and Easy.
those sort of meals that they often go on sale at half price when they're starting to run out of date. So people buy them then and throw them in the freezer, and it's an emergency, which is not a bad idea.
We have tried the U Foods, so
We've had it once.
we've had
Just
it.
bought it once as a big, but that was because we weren't prepared to cook anything, and it cost me over $10 each. So yeah, it's it's definitely not economical doing it that way. But if you can get them at half price, then yeah, maybe it would be just as an emergency.
Yeah, I think that day. What happened that day? It was like Mum.
You went to the doctor, and
I landed up in hospital or
yeah,
something.
so we just
So,
completely, and I just shot over to Drake's, and I picked up 3 meals there, and yeah, it was $30.
Oh, that's.
So the other question was also related to food, is how are you going about preparing and cooking evening meals? Well, we don't really have a lot of evening meals because I work night shift, and it's so much easier for me to just take a shake into work at night as dinner. I have it around 6:30, and then take a couple of snacks with me, which I have by 8:30, and then we fast between 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 a.m. anyway. So we generally have the shake for breakfast, a cooked lunch, and then the shake for dinner. And how we've been doing that is keep it simple again, don't stress over things. We go through books, like the Skinny Mixer books for Thermomix. She developed the Skinny Mixer program because she needed to lose weight. And since then it's grown into quite a good business, but we just go through, look what looks good, have a look what the calorie count is per serve, and if it's anywhere between 300 and 500, somewhere around there, then why not cook it?
Sometimes it's under 3.
Sometimes under, yeah, so yeah, just don't stress. We just go through and yeah, whatever looks good, yeah. That one's calories per serve 502, you know, that one's 308, so
Beef stroganoff, oh yeah.
we just do that, as well as Lindsay bought the book of the Lady Shakers, the Lady Shake website, and then we've printed off a number from the actual website, the recipe pages in there.
No, that's from that meal plan with
And from the challenge, but
from the challenge, yeah.
which we ended up all not completing. So, but apparently it comes around a couple of times a year, so sign up again next time.
I found the food too much because it was
Yeah, there was a lot of food on the challenge.
It's because you're supposed to be exercising it off.
The portions were
Burning it off.
huge.
So, yeah, I'd just say keep it simple. Don't stress over things. You know, if you run over one day, sometimes you run up to 1800 calories for myself. And so what? You know, tomorrow we're going to be at 1200. So yeah, just don't hassle over it. I think the program works because it is so simple, and because of the variety of food that you get. and because of the treat meals once a week, which are great. You know, it just breaks that whole dieting mentality down to just a normal week, except instead of eating 3 meals a day, we're having 1 meal a day and 2 shakes. The shake is purely a meal replacement. It's not going to make you lose the weight. It just fills you up so that you don't want to eat. The less you throw in there, the more you're going to burn off there. And that's about as complicated as it gets.
I personally stopped counting calories, but I'm still like making what I learned from I counted calories from like the first month, and it just made me miserable counting them. So I stopped, like when we started this 30-day challenge, I stopped counting calories, and I've just been making good choices from like the stuff I learned from doing the counting calories from the first month, but I don't count them.
Yeah, you get accustomed to what portion sizes are. We're only 8 weeks, so it's been a steep learning curve up to here, but now it's flattening off. As well as you don't want to eat as much. Your stomach starts shrinking. You fill up a lot easier. So it's all a natural progression, I think, and just keep it simple. Gee, why complicate things? And stress over 2 calories here and 3 calories there. So what? Just don't bother about it. So yeah, that's what my suggestion is. Vary up your meals. The other thing is, don't eat too little. Eating too little is probably as bad as overeating, because your body then goes into preservation mode. It says, I'm starving, I'm not going to burn off energy that I've stored because I'm not getting enough. So eating too little is as bad as overeating. So it's no good starving yourself, and it's no good bloating yourself. So happy medium is where we sit, and it's more than enough to sustain you, and because you're taking in less than you normally do, and body starts using reserves that it's got, and it's got a lot of reserve here. So and it's working. I mean, I'm down 11.3 kilos in 7 weeks.
I'm down 8.4.
Over 10.
Yeah, so it's working, and you don't want to drop it off too fast either.
Because then you gain it.
Yeah, so the slower you can lose it, it's probably the better, because you're going to keep it off. So that's about it. We're back inside again because it's been pouring with rain. I've had Tuesday night, Wednesday night and Thursday night shifts cancelled.
Due to rain?
I'm assuming it's due to the weather, because they say there's a lot more coming. So
the grass is waterlogged out there.
Yeah, so that's why we've come inside again. 132 subscribers, I think it was.
Oh wow!
When I looked. And thank you very much, and welcome to the new ones, and hope that we can inspire and motivate you. And your comments are very valuable to us, because it motivates us and keeps us on track. Like these questions, it makes us sit down and think about things. I never even thought about what I would do differently, but I don't think I would do anything differently. It's working, and why change it?
And I enjoy mixing my shakes too.
And if it stops working, then we'll say, okay, now we need to figure out something different. But while it's working, just keep it going, keep it simple. So please like the videos, share them, especially with families who are battling with this problem that we are as a family. Maybe we can maybe we can motivate other families to do it as together like this, and support each other through the journey. And subscribe, hit the bell, and when we drop another video, you'll be notified. And with that, I think that's about it for today. Anything else?
Well,
With that, it's thanks for watching and goodbye from the
shaking family.
Bye.